Hello everyone, I'm back again. This week I'm playing what I'm calling Mono Red Aggro. Um, Let me just explain how this deck came to be. So, longtime viewers of the channel will know I like to play, one of my favorite decks that I've ever played is Schmedium Red. I loved that deck, and Schmedium Red was really focused on playing a lot of 3-drops. You played a lot of Soul Mana, you played like 18 to 23 drops, you played like 5 or 6 4-drops. Sometimes it was lower, like sometimes it was like 3 or 4, but you played a lot of 3-drops, you played a lot of 2-drops, and you basically skipped the 1-drop slot. And the reason you skip the 1-drop slot is that, realistically speaking, um, a lot of the 1-drops don't pack as much punch per card, but you obviously get to get them out earlier. That sort of strategy, I think, died with the printing of MH3. And MH3 was in the middle of 2024. It is now the beginning of 2026. The thing is that threats are way too good at stabilizing. You cannot take all that time off to build up and just try to play 3-drop after 3-drop because you'll get stonewalled by a Barragoyf. You'll play a 3-drop and you'll get flaged. You'll try and go and you'll get stopped by an Oculus. You just cannot give your opponent that level of time. And so that strategy was very, very volatile because it relied heavily on drawing soul mana. And realistically, there's not a lot of soul mana. There's Ancient Tomb, the City of Traders. I was on Sandstone Needle, which is the red depletion land. Mana Crypt, I fluctuated between Mox Ruby and Soul Ring. You're always on Chromox. But there's just not a lot of acceleration. And so having a deck that relies on acceleration is just not really that viable. Um, a deck like Boros can get away with it because the white 3-drops are so disruptive that they buy you time and they, prevent your opponent from stopping you. But I just don't think it's very viable with mono red, where your interaction is a lot more limited and your game plan is effectively just dealing 20 to your opponent. So Schmedium, not really on the table. What about RDW? So the thing about RDW is they play a lot of the 1-mana creatures, but they also play a lot of really bad burn spells. They'll play the bolts and so on, but then they'll get to like the 12th shock, or they'll play like a bunch of sorcery speed, 2-mana deal 3 damage. This is fine, but I have found that RDW really struggles to get over the finish line because its cards just do not lack. They just lack power. They do not pack much of a punch. It's really hard to get over the line. You're going to run out of cards, and then basically the second someone throws something down that stabilizes, you're out of the game. So RDW really has trouble closing, but it is very consistent, whereas Schmedium is not consistent enough, and when it high rolls, it kills people really well, but it doesn't high roll often enough. So I went back to the drawing board. I thought, okay, let's try to take the best elements of both. And I have played some games with this deck, and it's felt pretty good. We're playing basically all of the 1-mana 2-power creatures until they have drawbacks. I'm not playing like Jacko Pup and Fire Drinker Satyr, but we're playing all of them. And this gives you a really consistent curve where you're almost always going to have something on 1. I'm playing a lot of 2-drops, so you're almost always going to be able to curve 1 into double 1, or 1 into 2-drop, into 3-drop. And being able to curve out is just so important for being able to keep up pressure that it gives you a lot of consistency in a way that Schmedium Red did not. But you'll notice I'm playing a lot of 3-drops, I'm not even playing a 4-drop, and a lot of RDW lists can't play that many. Like, RDW lists will play like maybe 6 3-drops total. And the problem with RDW playing so few 3-drops is you just don't have a lot of top end, and so you have trouble closing out the game. And it's harder to use soul mana. Ancient Tomb, City of Traders, Mana Crypt, these cards are extremely broken when you draw them and when you can use them, but you don't draw them that often. So having a deck that can use them but is not reliant on them means you get sort of the best of both worlds, in my opinion. Yeah, sometimes you'll draw your Mana Crypt and your hand is all 1-drops. That happens. But when you draw your Mana Crypt and you get your 3-drops, that's really good. But when you don't draw your Mana Crypt and your hand is all 1-drops, it's also good. So the idea of this is sort of to be in between. I'm playing a lot of the burn spells, which you would not normally see in Schmedium, but I'm playing a little bit more top end so I can use the soul mana. And I'm even playing Headliner Scarlet as my only 4-drop because it lets all your little, 1-mana 2/1s get in, and it gives you card advantage because another big problem with RDW is that because your cards suck, you run out of them. You need more cards. And so I'm playing things like Headliner Scarlet, Light of the Stage, Synth Eradicator, Lelia, Reckless Impulse, Ren's Resolve. These are all things, Skull Clamp, these are all things that can draw me extra cards. It helped me get over that finish line. And the idea is that this deck is trying its hardest to kill its opponent as fast as possible, but should have the ability to grind if needed. So there were a lot of different types of mono red, over the years. RDW, medium red, and this is sort of in between medium red and RDW. But let's be honest, mono red has not done very well, and at this point, I don't think that there are a lot of different versions. And rather than create yet another new name, we're just going to call this mono red aggro. When we see a deck like mono black, we call it mono black aggro. We don't call it black deck wins or um, medium black or medium black or whatever. We just call it mono black aggro. And I think that's what mono red has become. It is one thing. I've seen a lot of other pilots sort of gravitate towards this style of building as well. You are not RDW, you're not medium red, you're just mono red aggro. You're curving out, but you can jump the curve if you need to. You can grind if you need to. But your goal, ultimately, like all mono red decks, is to just kill your opponent as fast as possible. I love mono red. There's something really satisfying about having such a streamlined game plan. Um, there are a lot of decisions to be made in mono red, a lot more than people think, and it is one of my favorite archetypes, even though it has struggled over the last couple of years. So every once in a while, I get the hankering to pull out some mono red, pull out some bolts, and see if I can get over the finish line. So that's what we're doing today. This is mono red aggro. I'll see you later for the wrap up.
Yeah, sure. I'll bottom this.
Okay. Start us off when you're ready.
Go to Delta. Go ahead.
We're gonna go Mountain and Breath Veteran.
Yes.
Go.
Fetch.
Yep.
Get a Meticulous Archive.
Sounds good.
Seville.
Mm-hmm.
Dang. Uh, do that. That. I'm going to bin this Talisman of Progress.
Okay.
Tap. Draw. There's a Saga.
Yeah.
Trigger. Go ahead.
Attack. Draw.
Yeah.
Attack for 2.
Go to 17.
Yeah. Full climb. Skull climb.
Let's focus that.
Sure. Go ahead.
Trigger.
Yeah.
The Botanical Sanctum. Go ahead.
And Steph Galvanic Blast 2.
Is that deal 2?
Yeah, Steel 2, Metalcraft deal 4.
Okay. Yes, that's fine.
Untap. Draw. Arena of Glory. Exert Arena of Glory.
Uh-huh.
Death Creatures Champion.
Uh, I'll remand.
Okay. Attack you for 2.
15.
Go ahead.
Keep. Trigger on the stack.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, gonna make a mana.
Sure. I feel like that does not bode well for me. Feel the need to make a blocker, huh?
Yeah, it's a retrofitter found.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm going to probably shuffle Search again in a moment, so I'm going to pause on shuffling.
Okay.
I'm going to play this Flooded Strand. Uses the floating
You mean growth? Flood
colorless.
growth.
Flooded Grove, sorry.
Okay, yeah.
Blue green, yes. Trinket Mage.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm going to get Portable Hole.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Portable Hole.
Sure.
And you're good to go.
Let's be meeting this one. Untap. Random glory stays down. Draw. Scalding Tarn. Fetch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, Going to play this Emberheart Challenger. Flame slash targeting Trinket Mage. Prowess trigger. Attack you for 3.
Go to 10.
Yoke. Pass.
Scoring.
Sure.
I'll get a Tolarian Academy and play a Tolarian Academy.
Mm-hmm.
I'll pass.
Untap. Draw. You have 3 mana available. I would like to exert this Arena of Glory.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave one of the Arena of Glory mana floating and cast this Gut True Soul Zealot.
Okay.
I'll use the other Arena of Glory mana to cast this Cavron Harrier.
When this creature attacks, you may pay 2. If you do, create a 2/2. Tap and attacking. Sacrifice it. Okay. Yep.
I pick to go to combat.
Okay.
Everything Gut Trigger. I will
Yeah.
sack the Cavron Harrier to make a skeleton.
I'll activate Retrofitter.
Yep.
Uh,
2/2/2/2 Fallen Menace.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, okay. I will block the Emberheart Challenger.
Okay, so you'll take 6. 4.
Sure. Let's go. Thank you. Guess we'll bottom. So this one.
Yeah, we're going to keep this as well. Just thinking with the bottom. I think it's This one. Yeah, let's spawn this one. Better stuff.
Catacombs, go ahead.
Ancient Tomb.
Yeah.
Mox Ruby.
Yeah.
Screaming Nemesis.
Yeah.
Attack you for 3. I guess I should wait.
You're at 18.
I'm at 18, correct.
What's in hand?
2, 3, 4.
God. I'll fetch.
Okay. Oops. Yep.
I'm gonna get a Savannah and path this.
Okay. I will get a basic mountain to play tapped. Go ahead.
Being on the draw is so good when you have the Ancient Tomb.
Yeah. Well, double fast mana is definitely pretty busted.
Anything else?
Nope, that's it. Go ahead.
Shots, go.
Yeah. Keep drop.
Yeah.
Glory.
Yeah.
Exert Arena of Glory. We'll use one of the Arena of Glory mana for this gut. We'll use the other for this Caveron Harrier.
Yep.
We'll also play this Bomat Courier.
Yep.
Go to combat.
Yep.
Attack with everything. Bomat Courier gut trigger. Do you want to respond to either of those?
No.
Okay. Bomat Courier is going to exile this card face down. And then gut trigger, I'll sack this Mox Ruby for a skeleton.
I'll go to 10.
4, 6, 8, 9. Yep, you're 10. Go.
9.
10. Yep.
Time Vault mana. Time Vault mana. Caps. Inverted Catacombs is first fetch land. Trigger.
Yeah.
Open this one sheet tong.
Okay.
Up. Keep. 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess I'm not technically dead.
6.
If I do something.
Okay.
Then
Can I get 2, 1?
7. 6, 7. It's pretty bad. Yeah. I think I have to play practice and pass.
Okay. Untap. Keep. Draw. Never mind. I'd like to try to strip mine with Krakus. Okay. Hello, everyone. I just wanted to remind you all that the Joking 2026 tournament series is happening throughout the entirety of 2026, 11 months, 11 tournaments. There's a prize pool of 250 USD for each of the events with only a $15 USD entry fee, which is a pretty good deal, especially because these events are proxy friendly and you can play them from your own home. Most of the higher stakes tournaments for Canadian Highlander are in person and there are no proxies. They don't allow proxies, which makes them pretty prohibitive and not very accessible to people. And these tournaments are really accessible. So I want to promote Joking for doing this because he's helping to sort of grow the Canadian Highlander community. Putting a lot of his own money up to make these events happen. So I want to support that because this is a great way to have our format grow. As of the time of this recording, the next tournament for January is happening in 5 days, 4 days looks like actually, January 17th. And so this is the melee.gg link. I'll put it in the video description. Only 13 players are currently signed up, so I hope to see more people there because I'm going to be signing up, and I want to see the format grow. This is a great way if you are concerned about how to play competitive Canadian Highlander. This is a great entry point because it's very accessible and the prizes are great. So hope to see you all there.
Undercity Sewers, Israel.
Yeah.
That one can stay. I'll pass.
I'm gonna go mountain into Chromebox,
Okay.
imprint this Searing Spear, and then I'd like to cast this Reckless Impulse.
Okay.
Exile Reckless Power Surfer, Price of Progress. Go ahead.
I'll draw. Island, go.
I guess we're gonna cast this Reckless Power Surfer.
Okay.
I'd like to go to combat. Swing for 2.
Take it, 18.
Go ahead. This Price of Progress will stay in exile.
End step, I'll flash out Fairy Mastermind.
Okay.
I will also attack for 2.
Yep. 18.
I will brainstorm.
Okay.
3. I'll put that one back. This one back.
Okay.
I'll play a Misty as my land for turn, and then I'm gonna crack it down to 17.
Yep.
Fine. God, you have Blood Moon. I'll just try this island.
Okay.
Cast Duelist of the Mind.
Okay.
And it's your turn.
Star 3. Untap. Draw. Think. 2 mana. Inti Seneschal of the Sun.
You got it.
I would like to go to combat.
Yep.
I'm going to attack with Pyro Surfer, Inti Trigger.
Mhm.
I'm going to discard this Rampaging Ferocidon. There's another trigger for a counter and a trigger for exiling. Do you want to respond to either of those?
Nah, you're good.
Okay, so exiling a Headliner Scarlet and putting a counter on my Pyro Surfer. So it is now a 3/3 trample.
Alright. Yeah, I'm taking it.
Okay, so you're 14. This Headliner Scarlet will stay in exile. Go ahead.
The book you draw. One card. Island. Uh, will attack for 3 in the air.
Yep, I go to 15.
And then I'm gonna pass from there.
Untap. 4 mana, 4 cards. I'm gonna go to combat.
Okay, beginning of combat. I'm gonna sink into stupor in T, and then that's a crime, so I get to loot.
Yeah.
I'll discard this Doughty Voidwalker.
Okay. So Inti's in my hand. Attack you for 3.
Alright, I will take it down to 11.
Two mana for a Ren's Resolve.
You got it.
Exiling Mountain, Sundering Eruption. Okay. I will play Mountain as my land for turn. And I will cast this. Mono faces Kakazan.
Okay, so I take a 1.
Yep, so you take 1. And then I will pass the turn over to you.
Take that card in standard.
Mhm.
I'll draw. So I'm gonna play and fetch a Marsh Flats down to 9.
Okay.
A6 swamp. The next chapter gives something haste, right?
No, when I cast my next creature spell that turn, it enters with a 1/1 counter on it.
Oh, okay.
And then the final chapter is it flips over to a 2/2 that whenever a creature dies and has been dealt damage by something I control this turn, exile it instead.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, this is the etchings. You can read that.
Gotcha. I'll just pay the whole 5 for a Quantum Riddler.
Or 6. Jesus. Yeah.
I just draw 1 because I have 2 cards. I will attack for 4 in the air.
Yeah, I take 4 down to 11.
It'll be your turn.
That. I'll keep. Draw. This goes to chapter 2. You have 2. Start by casting this Quarry Steel Cutter.
Yeah.
We're gonna bolt in this Sun Eruption as a land. So I'm at 8. I would like to cast this Chain Lightning targeting your Duelist of the Mind, Quarry Steel Cutter trigger.
I'll respond to that one. I'll lose a life down to 8. Exile this Planisphere to cast Force of Will on your Chain Lightning.
Okay, you have
That's
a
crime.
Yeah, you have a crime trigger.
Draw! I'll discard Emperor of Bones.
Okay. Yeah, this is countered. I have a Monk. I had a landfall trigger from the Reckless Power Surfer. Okay. Draw 2, so that's 3, 4, 5, 9, huh? 3, 6. Go plant. Promise trigger.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think it matters. I think you got it because I'm going to die to the
Alright.
Quantum Riddler next turn. I'll start us off.
Yep.
Go Mountain into Falcon Wrath Pitfighter.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Underground Sea, I'll pay a blue for Gadaxian Probe.
Okay. I have a Reckless Pyro Surfer, a Sulfuric Vortex, an Ancient Tomb, and a Bloodstained Mire.
Alright, I'll draw a card. And it is your turn.
Can't imagine why you didn't want to.
Phasey life.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a weird one, but you do you. Um, we're gonna attack you for 2.
Yep. 18.
Ancient Tomb into Rakdos Cackler Unleashed. 2/2 can't block. Go ahead.
Draw. Underground River, your turn.
I'm gonna go to combat.
Okay. I think I'm taking up.
Play this Bloodstained Mire. Second main. And then I'm gonna play this Commodific Gotham.
Yep.
You take 1.
13.
Go.
Instead, we'll flesh out Malcolm.
Okay.
Alert Scoundrel. Huh. It's your March Flats.
Okay.
Fire Surfer is the one with like Battle Cry or something, right?
Haste,
With
haste,
Landfall?
landfall, it gets Battle Cry.
Okay. To the fetch. And then it's what, just a 2/2?
And it's a 2/2 haste. Yeah.
Okay. So that'll be 3. Yikes. Okay. Alright, I will fetch down
Yep.
to 12.
Hmm.
Get this here swamp. I will cast Fire Nation Occupation.
Okay. Yeah.
Enters. I'll get this here, soldier.
Yeah.
Your turn.
Untap. Draw. Goes to 2. Trigger. Take 2 from the Ancient Tomb, floating colorless. Cast this Reckless Pyrosurfer.
Yep.
Comes in with a counter because of Kumano.
Mhm.
Mountain Battlecry trigger.
Yep.
Fetch. Mountain Battlecry trigger. Landfall trigger, technically.
Yeah.
And then I will use my floating mana plus this 2 red to cast the Sulfuric Vortex.
Okay.
I'll clean up my field in a second. Sulfuric Vortex here. Okay, go to combat.
Yep.
Swing with everything. 2 Battlecry triggers.
Yeah. Alright, so Soldier will block the Falcry Spitfighter, and then Malcolm will block the Cackler.
Okay, so you'll take 3, and everything else will trade.
Yep. So I go to 9.
You're at 9. I will pass the turn over to you.
Alright, so upkeep I take 2 now.
Upkeep, you take 2 from Vortex.
7. Slow drop. Island.
Yeah. I assume you're thinking.
Yeah, sorry.
You're good.
The flip has haste, right? The 2/2 on the back.
Yes, it has haste.
Okay. So it goes. I'm gonna cast a Kaido.
Okay.
I'm gonna -2 him to put 2 stun counters on your Fireweaver.
It's, I'll make it right counters for stun.
Alright, your turn.
Okay. Tap. This goes to 1. Upkeep, I take 2 from Vortex. Draw step. Main phase, trigger Kumano to flip into Etchings of Kumano. I will. Yeah. I'll go to combat. I'll attack Taito for 2.
You got it.
Then pay 2 mana for this Assaultron Dominator.
Okay.
ETB, I get 2 energy. Or markers for the game board. Go ahead.
Yep. Yeah. Keep, I'll take 2 down to 5.
Yep.
Draw. Better late than never, Psychic Frog.
Yeah.
And then the Assaultron dude has something with energy, right?
Yeah, so whenever an artifact creature I control attacks, I can pay an energy, and I can put either a 1/1 counter, a first strike, or a trample counter on that creature.
Okay. Okay, your go.
Cards in hand?
4.
Never getting through that. Take 2 from Vortex. This counter here. Draw. Look, if you had a removal spell, you would have used it already.
You know, a flash threat, then you get to block everything, and it's good for you. So I don't think that's good. I think I'm gonna, and if you get it a flash threat, doesn't really matter anyway. So I think I'm just gonna pass the turn.
Okay.
Upkeep, you take 2 from Vortex.
3 draw. Hmm. Guess I gotta draw something. I will exile these 3 to jump
Okay.
the frog.
Okay.
1.
No effects.
Alright, no effects.
Okay.
Draw something good. Barrowglyph? No. Yeah, you got me.
Okay. Game 3.
Put it on the bottom.
Okay. Start us off.
Alright, I'm gonna take 2 from Watery Grave.
Okay.
Pay 2 life in a way. I'll cast Gataxian Probe.
Okay, sure. Arena of Glory, Mountain, Harsh Mentor, Broadside Bombardiers, Blood Moon, Chain Lightning, Headliner Scarlet.
Alright, I'll draw a card. It's your go. Broadside.
Mountain, go.
Slick Shores. Astrologian's Planisphere.
This thing gets bigger when you cast non-creatures when you draw your 3rd card, right?
Yeah, and then I
Okay.
can move it for 2.
Okay.
Your turn.
I'm going to Chain Lightning your hero token.
You got it.
Go ahead.
I'll draw. And your turn.
Arena of Glory. Side.
Alright, I'm gonna fetch.
Yep.
Basic Island. And then I'll opt.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll put this one on the bottom.
Okay.
Draw this one. And I will just pay 2 for a days.
Okay. I will pass the turn.
Draw. Fish flats. I'll fetch.
Okay.
16.
Yeah.
Sleight of hand.
Yeah.
Do this one the hand, this one the bottom.
Okay.
Then I will exile 6 to cast Abhorrent Oculus.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pass and have effects in your upkeep.
Yeah.
This is a 2/2 land in the graveyard.
Yeah, Oculus is quite a card.
Yeah.
Yeah. Vista Fetch. It's Mountain. Surprising no one, hopefully.
I don't know. Maybe a little swap in there for something, you know?
Yeah. Interesting, actually. It's like Blood Moon would be good here, and you're tapped out. I mean, it'd be okay here. You have two basics. But it doesn't affect the board, which is a problem. So
Yeah.
I think what we're going to do instead is Anthractor.
Okay.
Yeah, get 2 energy, and then let's flip. Oh, of course, Lelia facing exile.
Oof.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Harsh Mentor. Go ahead.
Upkeep draw. An island. We'll equip Planisphere to Oculus.
Okay.
And then attack for 5 in the air.
Yep, I'm at 14.
Your turn, I have effects in your upkeep.
Yep.
But yeah. This is a 2/2 land in the graveyard.
Great to have had. Another time. Oh, Headliner Scarlet.
Memory lapse trigger.
Yeah. Cool. Oh. I will attack you. Oh, you were supposed to take 2 from this Harsh Mentor. Is that okay? Because you activated an ability of an artifact.
True, yeah.
That's my bad. I completely missed that.
No problem.
Okay. Let's. It's 8, 10. That's not great. But I mean, I don't think I have any other choice. Swing.
Block both.
Okay. First strike damage from after.
Yeah. It'll show you this Fire Nation occupation.
Okay, and then Harsh Mentor and the other one trade.
It's a treasure cruise.
Go.
Draw.
It was so good. Jesus.
Yeah. Oh, warp a Quantum Riddler.
Yeah.
I'll draw one. Okay. It does something. I'll cast a Mox and trigger this.
Yeah.
Attack for 7.
Yep, I'm at 7.
This goes to exile, and then upkeep him to manifest.
Yeah.
Boom, fell the profane in the graveyard.
believe I'm deterministically dead, but we'll play this Headliner Scarlet.
Resolves, and then I'll stifle the ETB.
That's pretty funny.
Trigger.
Yeah. It's so not necessary, but it's okay. It's definitely very funny. Yeah, well, we're going to attack you for 5.
Black Headliner's got it.
Okay, you take 2. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'm dead.
You got it.
Yeah. I drew Jal the Moon Slayer. I'm like, oh, that's not good on turn 6.
Hello, everyone. I just wanted to bring your attention to the new Content Events tab on the Canadian Highlander Discord. Everything is now in a thread form, so you've got all the different events that are happening. You've got weeklies, you've got bi-weeklies, and even the tournament. The big tournaments are announced here. So things like last week there were a couple Winnie duels, Great Stories, Pull and Play, Misty Mountains. They all had Winnie duels. So this is where all the events are going to be announced. And so if you want to find events, this is the place to go. This will tell you where to find things in paper, and it's a lot easier than the old version, which was just one long channel where stuff would get buried because people would post things, and then whatever you were looking for is, you have to scroll really far up. So this is a much easier way to find things, and I just wanted to bring people's attention to it because it is pretty new. I also wanted to let people know that the Discord year ends are going to be happening soon. February 1st is going to be the Cockatrice top 4, and the February 7th is going to be the webcam top 4. Those will be streamed on Twitch, and they will also be recorded as VODs. The details in terms of which Twitch channels are going to be streamed on still up in the air, but keep an eye out in Canlander content and in tournament announcements for more info about that. We're going to have guest commentators. Jer and Trent from LJT are going to be there for the webcam one, and then Cole and Ryan from their own, I forget what their podcast name is, but their own Canlander podcast are going to be commentating for the Cockatrice one. And so, yeah, it'll be a great time. Hopefully you'll get to check it out. And if you don't get to check it out, hopefully catch the VOD.
I get to go first. I'll keep.
Yeah, I'll try this as well. Start us off.
All right, sounds good. I'm gonna play Arid Mesa and then pass.
I go Mountain into Falcon Wrath Forger.
Oh yeah.
Go.
Oh, all right, I'm gonna fetch.
Yeah. I apologize if I cough. I'm getting over a cold. It's
Yeah, so am I.
got a bunch of medicine, but it doesn't stop everything.
Yeah. I've been having the congestion side of it, so
Yeah.
I'm very sneezy. Okay. Yeah, sorry about that. My whole router freaked out. I had to go restart it.
No problem. It's okay. We got the internet fixed, and now you're surveilling with the Rockets Theater.
Yep. All right. Let me do that. I'm gonna leave that on top.
Okay.
All of that just to leave it on top. Okay, I'm gonna drop. I'm gonna play Swamp. I'm gonna play my Scornful Striker.
You 2 first strike.
Yep. And then whenever either of us cuts non-creature, they lose 2 life. Go ahead.
Okay. That key. Draw. Foothills fetch.
Okay.
Yeah. The surprise of all. Basic Mountain.
All right.
We are going to spend dose mana, 2 mana. I'm going to
All right.
Searing Spear. Here, my trigger. There's 2.
That's good.
And then I'll attack you for 2. Oh no. Are you frozen? Oh, okay.
Oh,
You there?
I'm back. Okay. Yeah, I'm here.
All right, you lose 2. Go.
All right. Hopefully this will start cooperating.
Yeah.
Being difficult. Well, I'm gonna play as Badlands and then a Barrowgoyf.
Yeah. It is currently.
Okay.
I have an instant land. You have creature. So it's a
Yep.
3/4.
Yep.
Okay.
You can go. All right.
Rampaging Ferocidon.
Cool.
So it's a 3/4 currently. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna sack this mountain to cast this Mind Collapse targeting your Barrowquith. Deal 5 to it.
Yep.
Attack you for 2.
All right.
Go.
Draw. Okay. Uh,
Are you thinking?
yeah, I am. I am. I haven't broken yet.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just checking.
um. Yeah. I think I'm just gonna pass.
Okay. Untap. Keep. Draw.
Yep.
I'd like to move to combat.
Okay.
5.
I'm gonna cast Fire Covenant for 4 life.
Yeah. That is a legal game action.
All right.
Second main.
Yep.
Grease French Goblin.
That do.
It's a 2/1 and has an exhaust for 2 and a red to discard up to 2 cards, then draw that many cards, then put a 1/1 counter on it. Go.
Draw. I'm going to play Graveyard Trespasser.
Okay. I assume you want to eat one of my
Alright.
creatures.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat Rampaging Ferocidon.
Okay, so you gain 1. I lose 1.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna play Den of the Bugbears.
Yeah.
And then it's your turn.
I'm going to Lightning Bolt your Graveyard Trespasser, and then for the ward
Okay.
trigger, I'll discard this Maddening Hex.
Okay. That all happens.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Air Mesa fetch.
Sure.
Oh.
Alright.
I'm gonna exhaust this creature. I will choose not to discard anything, but it will get a 1/1 counter.
Alright. Sounds good.
Oh yeah, that's 3 mana. Attack you for 3.
Oh, 3. Okay.
Yeah, because it gets a counter. 1, 2, 3.
Right.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Right. Yeah. Stack up. 3. Then that, and then they just die. Okay, so that's probably bad. Try to do that. Yeah, I think I just have to do this. I'm gonna play Mountain,
Yoke.
and then I'm gonna play Carnage.
Okay.
And I'll discard Death Creator's Champion and Takanuma.
Yeah.
And make a bunch of clues.
Yeah.
And then I will pass the turn.
Okay. Untap. Draw. Go ahead.
Well, on your end step, sorry, I'm gonna draw a clue with the clue.
Sure. That's fine.
And then okay. Then
Yeah.
I will untap and draw.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play a land.
Yeah.
Um Yeah, I'm gonna. This might be the death of me, but I'm gonna activate that as a bugbear.
Okay.
Go to combat.
Yeah, let me think.
Nice.
Hold on.
Okay.
Beginning of combat, let me think. Yeah, that's fine.
All right. I'm gonna attack with that as a bugbear. Make a goblin.
Okay, I'll block the goblin because this is a 3/2 now. And then I'll take 3 from the den.
Yeah.
2, 3.
Sounds good. You can go.
Alright, untap key. Draw. This Ragavan.
Sure.
Wing for 5.
Okay. I'll block the
Priest Wrench.
yeah.
Is it the 3/2?
Yeah. Yep, I'll block that.
Okay, so you'll take 2. Wrench is dead. You exile from Ragavan. 7.
You get Chrome Mox.
Goody. I mean, I'm going to cast the Chrome Mox, but I'm not going to do anything with it. I'm just going to leave it as a piece of material. I also have a treasure.
Okay.
Okay. I will play this Bloodstained Mire, and then I'm going to sack these 2 mountains to Fire Blast your Carnage Interpreter.
Sure.
I will pass the turn picking up Ragavan, dashing it.
Yep. So I want that.
Yep.
Draw. All right. I'm gonna draw with the clue.
Yeah.
Sure. I guess. Well, does it do anything? I don't think so. I think I'm gonna try to draw again.
Okay. Yeah, you're in 1 clue, right? Yeah.
Play a mountain.
Yeah.
And then I will play Avora.
Okay.
I want to make blood, and then I'm gonna pass the turn.
Okay. Untap upkeep, draw.
Yep.
Make that thing into a 2/2. And just the right amount of things to match up against my stuff. I think we're going to play this Ragavan, and we're going to pass.
Okay. I'm gonna use my blood
Yeah.
on your end step. I'm gonna discard Blood Crypt. Then I will
Yep.
draw. Untap.
Your aura gets
And
bigger.
put a counter on that. Yeah. Then I'll draw.
Mm-hmm.
Let's draw with the clue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna bolt the Ragabon.
Yeah.
Then I will play Wasteland.
Okay.
And then I will use that to animate the Den of the Bugbear.
Yeah.
And then I'll go to combat and attack.
6. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I took 6. Or 6.
All right, I'll make a blood and then I'll pass.
Yeah, let's go to game 2.
I will keep this. Okay. I'm ready.
Mountain into Kumano faces Kakazan.
Yeah.
And you for 1. Go.
Draw. I'll play Raucous Theater.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put Seasoned Pyromancer in my graveyard.
Yeah.
And then it's your turn.
Draw. This goes to 2. We're gonna pay 1 for this Hired Claw.
Okay.
The counter. And then I will pass.
Okay. I think it's fine. I'm gonna play Bloodstained Mire.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna pass.
Okay. Untap. Keep. Draw. Trigger Kumano to flip.
Yeah.
Okay. Comes Etchings of Kumano. Sunbaked Canyon is land for turn.
Okay.
I'd like to go to combat. Swing with both. Trigger Hired Claw to ping you for 1. Hello? Uh-oh.
Oh, am I back?
Hello? Yes.
I'm back.
Okay, so I declared attackers a Hired Claw trigger to ping you for 1 down to 18.
Yeah, I will take all the damage. Or won't block or do anything.
Okay. I'm going to, before damage, put 2 mana to pump this. So I'll put a 19.
Okay, now I have an effect. I'm gonna bolt it.
Okay, that's fine. So you're going to take 2 overall.
Yes.
Go ahead.
I will fetch. Okay, so
You're 15.
yep.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah. I don't feel like a fantastic play necessarily. But something to do. Okay, I'm just gonna go get Badlands.
Okay. Where you're like, I'm just going to go get Badlands. Anyway, here's Fatal Push.
No, not in this case. I guess fetching there is kind of unnecessary, but we did it. I'm just gonna untap.
Okay.
Draw. Okay, I'm gonna play Den of the Bugbear. And then I'll play.
I think it comes in taps, no?
Oh, does it? Oh, 2 or more other lands. You're right. Oops. Okay.
I mean, if you'd like
Can
to
I
play
play a
different
different
land,
land then?
yeah. If you'd like to play different land, that's fine.
Okay. I don't know if this is much better for me. I'm gonna play Ancient Tomb.
Sure.
And then I'm gonna take 2. I'm gonna play Death Grader's Champion.
Okay.
You can go.
Back itself up.
Yeah, target itself.
Okay. Untap. Keep. Draw. I would like to Galvanic Discharge targeting your Death Grippers champion. I'll pay 2 energy and 1 energy. It is exiled because of etching a kimono.
Okay. Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, I will attack you for 2.
Yep.
You're at 11. I'll take 1 from my Sunbaked Canyon to play this Caveron Harrier.
Okay.
Go ahead. Do you need me to read this card to you?
No, I think I got it.
Okay, good enough. Go ahead.
Yeah.
You played that limited?
Yeah, I did. A little bit. Let me see. No, actually, yeah. I'm gonna play Den of the Bugbear now.
Okay.
And then I will pass the turn.
Yeah. Well, go to combat. Swing for 4. I will not pay the 2.
Okay. Yep, I'll take 4.
Okie second main, I'll take 1 from my Sunbaked Canyon to play this Jal the Moonslayer.
Okay, that's fine.
Go ahead.
I'm going to, on your end step, 2 from Ancient Tomb, play Snuff Out.
Okay, targeting.
Target the Moonslayer guy.
Okay. Good job,
right,
buddy.
And then my turn. Yeah. All right, untap, upkeep. I'm gonna Vampiric Tutor.
Okay. Yeah.
Get myself fully into bolt range here. I think the cards that are in my hand. I'm gonna go get the whatever he's called.
Metamorphosis Fanatic.
Yeah. I'm gonna put that on top.
Yeah.
And oh my god, it's a miracle.
Yeah.
I'll cast it.
Yeah. Your Badlands, I believe, is tapped.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna go get this.
Yeah.
ETB, I'm gonna discard life, death, and then City of Traders. Draw 2.
Make a 1/1.
And make a 1/1. And then it's your turn.
Incinerate you?
Yep, I'm
Yeah.
dead.
Okay, game 3.
All right, welcome back. That was a pretty fun weekly. I love playing mono red. You know, there's just something really satisfying about it. And you know, it's really fun. That first match against Time Vault, I don't know that I would say that I'm favored against Time Vault, but I think I am slightly favored because they are prepared for fighting a few key creatures and not an onslaught of little creatures. But I definitely drew exceptionally well that first match. I mean, the first match we saw Arena of Glory do so much work. I got to use Death Creature's Champion and Gut with it. It's just was really nuts. And then, you know, the second game I had Ancient Tomb. I had Ancient Tomb plus Mox Ruby start, which is absolutely insane. Then top decking the Arena of Glory was just made it even more nuts. It was just like insane. Like I was killing my opponent on turn 3, which is, you know, really, really, really good. It's very hard for a deck like this to turn 2 someone. It's possible, but pretty rare, but like exceedingly rare. But getting a turn 3 is really great. And that's the kind of thing you don't get if you play RDW. If you played RDW, you're not playing, you might be playing Gut, but you're probably not playing Death Creature's Champion. You don't get the soul mana, so you don't get those explosive starts. And I think that's a benefit of having a little bit of top end compared to something like RDW. But we also saw I had some mana troubles this weekly, and some of it was my own fault. I don't think the deck is constructed poorly. I think this is probably about the right number of lands that I want. Um, but I kept some sketchy hands, and yet I was still able to function pretty well. But that definitely came back to bite me in the blue-black tempo matchup. I think I played that matchup rather poorly. Game 1, I didn't know what I was playing against, but I kept a hand that was um, 1 land plus Chrome Mox, and it had a Reckless Impulse in it. And I think that hand is actually fine. I got a little unlucky to basically not hit lands for, I think, like 3 or 4 turns, maybe, or more. And so I ended up losing to my opponent's Quantum Riddler, which stabilized them. And a lot of people will look at that match and they'll say, wow, Quantum Riddler, huh? I guess Mono Red just can't beat it. No reason to play Mono Red. And the thing is that Quantum Riddler is really good against Mono Red, for sure, but it is a 5-drop. I kept a hand where basically I only played 1 spell per turn for the entire game, and that's just not how you're going to beat 5-drops. The way you're going to beat the 5-drop like that is by applying enough pressure that you kill them by the time their 5-drop comes down. And I gave my opponent way too much time by keeping a sort of sketchy hand. I think that I could have definitely kept a hand that was a little bit better, and I could have played that would have been able to play more than 1 spell a turn, and it would have turned out a lot better. Game 2, I actually kept a hand that was a lot more low to the ground. You know, I was able to deploy multiple 2 power creatures for 1 mana, and I played it actually very slowly because I didn't want to have to walk into counter magic. I wanted to make basically all of my opponent's trades feel awful, and I think I succeeded very well in doing that. And I got rewarded pretty well because Tempo really can't handle the multiple 2-1 plan very well unless they hit like a a specific type of card like a Barrowgoyf or whatever that stabilizes them. So I think I played game 2 really well, and then game 3 I think I played exceptionally poorly. I kept a hand that was way too slow on the draw. It was 2 lands plus Harsh Mentor. Yeah, where is it? Harsh Mentor plus Broadside Blood Moon. I forget what else was in there. A Chain Lightning. I know a Chain Lightning was in there. I forget what else was in there. And that hand is really bad. I kept that hand because Blood Moon is pretty strong against them if they have to fetch non-basics. Broadside's really good. And I thought about it and I said, well, Chain Lightning kills most of their creatures. And I think the problem is that this is a mistake that a lot of people make, and obviously, as you can see, I make it myself, is that I played towards my opponent's average draw, and I didn't think about the context of the matchup. In the blue-black tempo versus aggro matchup, mono-red matchup, which is what we were playing, the way that my opponent wins, their win conditions are finding a creature that is so big that my red removal can't touch it. So that's things like Barrowgoyf, like Oculus, like Murktide Regent, the Astrologian's Planisphere that they ended up having. That sort of stuff. They want cards that get out of this range of red removal and then just can brick all of my creatures. And when you know your opponent is fishing for that kind of a hand, that means that what you really need is you need early pressure. You don't care of the fact that they happen to have 2-1 flash flyers in their deck. You care about the fact that they are going for something so big that you can't deal with it. So I kept the Chain Lightning saying, yes, this kills like 80% of their threats. And that's true. But it's the 20% of their threats that I am actually worried about. And because I didn't keep a hand that actually had any pressure in it, I basically was not able to put enough. I wasn't able to force my opponent to have to respond to me. They could just basically stay completely in control of the game and then just slam an Oculus down. And Oculus is really hard to beat. I mean, Oculus is hard to beat in a good when you're ahead. It's especially hard to beat when you're behind. So I definitely played that wrong in terms of the mulligan decisions. Like I needed to mulligan a lot more aggressively because the way that I win that game, I needed to properly identify how I win that game. I win that game by deploying a lot of cheap early pressure and then maybe tempoing off their cheap threats and trying to basically kill them before their big stabilizers come down. I'm not winning if I make the game go long, and I kept a hand that made the game go long. It's a bit of a shame I didn't get to play out the final match with Rakdos. We only got to play 2 games because my opponent's internet died on them. But, you know, that's life. The Rakdos versus Mono Red matchup is very interesting. On the one hand, they play their own Blood Moons, so they don't care about Blood Moon, they don't care about Mags of the Moon. They usually don't really care much about Price of Progress. But the funny thing is that they definitely have a lot less interaction than you, and most of their stuff dies to your burn spells. Like there's so many burn spells in this deck that it's very easy to just overwhelm them, and they're really leaning on their power cards like the Barragoyce, the Metamorphosis Fanatics of the world. You know, sort of the same thing that the Blue-Black Tempo was leaning on. And their removal definitely feels terrible. I mean, like, you know, Bolt is fine, Fatal Push is fine, but, you know, if you want to have to spend like a Bloodchief's Thirst on a 2-1, it feels atrocious. The first game, my opponent was able to stabilize with the Carnage Interpreter, and I flooded out a little bit, which happens with a deck like this. You have no real smoothing, so sometimes you just draw a glut of lands, and that's the problem. But I definitely made a mistake. Like the thing is the Carnage Interpreter came down, and there was a moment where it's a 3/3, and I could have Fire Blasted it, and I didn't Fire Blast it. And then there was another moment where my opponent drew a card off of the clue, and then in their draw step, it was a 3/3, and I could have Fire Blasted it, and I didn't Fire Blast it. And, you know, yes, if I Fire Blast it in the draw step, and then my opponent plays an instant and it becomes a 5/5, I lose super hard. But the thing is that I probably lose anyway because of the Carnage Interpreter. I got to take those windows when they're given to me, and I just didn't take them. I held on to that Fire Blast way too long, and it meant that I had to lose an extra creature, and it meant that I was just not able to get over the finish line. So, you know, that really is a statement in terms of, like, how do you identify your outs? When you're playing something like this, you're playing on such thin margins, you got to find those outs, and you got to take them. You can't just sit there and wait for the right opportunity, because the right opportunity is only going to come, you know, it's going to be very small opportunities that you're going to have, and you got to take them. So I definitely played that one wrong. Game 2, I was just in like the driver's seat the whole game, in my opinion. My opponent looked like they were about to stabilize, but I had the Searing Spear, or what it was, I think it was Incinerate, to knock them out, and I felt in control the entire game, which is, I think, kind of more emblematic of how the matchup usually goes. And then, yeah, unfortunately, we didn't get to play Game 3, but, you know, that's life. I love this deck. I love Mono Red. There's just something so satisfying about it. It makes for very, very interesting gameplay, and I think that it's underappreciated. I mean, it's definitely not a Tier 1 deck anymore, but it can definitely still take heads and win events, in my opinion. So I'm glad I got to try it. I don't know that I'm going to be playing it too much in the near future. I have a bunch of other decks that I have in the works that I've been thinking about, and I also have a lot of things I'm preparing for. Like, I'm currently, as I'm recording this, about a week away from playing in the Joking tournament. Then there's going to be all sorts of year-end stuff, so it might be a little while before you get another gameplay video from me. I'm sorry about that, but I'll try and maybe get a theory video in the meantime. We'll see. I've been very busy, but, you know, I'm going to try my best. If you stuck around this long, thank you for listening to me ramble, for watching the video. Hopefully you enjoyed the gameplay. And, you know, if you liked everything, do the normal YouTube things, like, comment, subscribe, all the things that help the algorithm. And, yeah, if you stuck around this long, thank you for watching. Have a great day, and I will see you next time.